There's RJ's mom, Wyatt Shaw's mom, looking energized and ready to rock here on a Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday. Who y'all cheering for in the Bowl of Supers today? I don't really have a. I don't really care who wins. I'd be happy for either team. Both teams have Buckeyes on them, so that's all that matters. One way or another, a Buckeye is winning the Super Bowl today, and that's the important part. Coach Midas getting some last minute pregame coffee in here. Coach Shell walking in as well. Your Phoenix starting to work their way out of the locker room. I believe Molly is going to start today. I believe Molly is feeling better. His back is good. And Colin will get the start between the pipes today for your Atlanta Phoenix after he tweaked his back yesterday during warm-ups. But I think he is good and ready to rock today. There's our other goalie, Kenny Yon, Knox Moody, RJ Shell, Sammy Rayo, DC Cunningham, Jackson Spade, Owen Midas, Teo McAfee, Cody Redburn, Thomas Simmons, Lorenzo O'Shaughnessy, Chip Egan. That's some of the team. The rest of the team working their way out. There's Wyatt Shaw. His dad's a great guy. Owen Maida, or excuse me, Colton Dean. Colton Dean. I think we got a couple more kids to filter out. Oscar Gong hiding there behind the post, along with RJ Sells. There is Alex Hendricks. I believe that is all the team there. They're getting ready to do battle against the Raleigh Raptors. Yesterday we won 5-1. See, hopefully the boys aren't cocky and coming out thinking we've got this game in the bag. Said yesterday because Raleigh will be ready to fight. We played this team back in December, I believe it was. And we went 1-1 against Raleigh, so they will not be scared just because of yesterday. They will come out ready to fight. They have a couple really good players on that squad, so hopefully the Phoenix are tuned in, ready to go. There's the first lady of the Phoenix, Michelle, with Brad Jr. there. Coach working his way through the players. Coach Fisk working his way to the. Johan Trujillo finally out of the locker room. I think he just got his way out there. I think we're waiting on some referees here as they're probably doing their final eye check to make sure they're blind and deaf so they can be a ref. We will have, we will be in Detroit next week in the Motor City. I know what you're thinking. Why are we so blessed that we get to go to Detroit in February? But if you want to join us, tickets are still available next weekend in Detroit. So if you want to enjoy the beautiful city of actually Plymouth, and we do play one game in Ann Arbor. So we're a little bit disappointed we got to play at Michigan Stadium. But we will be there if you want to join us in Detroit next weekend. If you can't join us, I will have the call for all your Detroit action next weekend. I believe it will be our final tournament of the year unless we can peer pressure the coaches and team manager into scheduling a March tournament. We also have the state playoffs at the end of March, or at the end of February, rather. But yes, Detroit, as of now on the schedule, will be our last tournament of the year. So hopefully the boys can compete well and maybe come out with some hardware to bring back to Raleigh. What's up, Miss Wilcox? Hope you're warm at home. It's a little warm in this rink today. I think it's a balmy 4 degrees in this rink this morning. So as referees are still taking their sweet time getting out here. Maybe they're fighting with the union for a pay increase. Players from the last game trying to get out of the locker room. You're at soccer. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm here. Definitely don't want to be at soccer. No offense to you soccer lovers out there, but it's not my preferred sport. Should I do some pregame interviews with some players here? I don't have a two-way mic, though, so that wouldn't go well. Yes. I don't want to confuse them. You know, they're hockey players. I don't want them to start overthinking anything. And there go your Phoenix, led by your goalies, Mulford and Jan. And the rest of your Phoenix taking the ice here. Still no referees, but players are waved on to the ice, I believe, by the coaches. I think the coaches are trying to get the players out of the hallway so people could pass through while we wait on referees here. I mean, do I got to go out there and referee and film? We'll have some on ice filming here. I can do both. I believe the players are going to all sit on the bench and sing Kumbaya now. Absolutely, Miss Wilcox. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. I know if I was a parent at home, I would love to have a broadcast to watch my kid because we all can't be at every game. Hockey is expensive, so we do have jobs to support them and other siblings that have other stuff going on. It's not all about hockey as much as we want it to be. But yesterday we played the North Carolina Golden Bears. That was a 3-2 loss for the Phoenix, but a great team. The Golden Bears team is probably one of the better teams we've seen this year. Very fast, very a big team. So good game there. I mean, you obviously want to win that one, but a 3-2 game against a really good team is nothing to hang your head about. And then yesterday we played the same Raleigh Raptors. We're getting ready to play this morning, and won that one 5-1. So and we're still waiting on some referees here. Maybe they were going by the same clock that Coach Midas was going by this morning. He was a little late to the game. We blamed his son, which is a classic dad move. My son didn't set his alarm. We've all used that one, right? But he made it. We're ready to rock as soon as we get some referees. Hey, we got some referees now. We're ready to start warm ups. The Phoenix wastes no time jumping out. They're eager and ready to rock this morning to take on the Riley Raptors. Very similar colors here. Both teams are a shade of light blue and navy. Riley's a little more of a Carolina blue. I don't really know what color you call the Phoenix blue. It's somewhere between Carolina blue, just like a little more blue, if that makes sense. So your Phoenix Stars starting warm ups here. 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes on the clock. Get the goalies warmed up, get some handles in, and we'll be ready to rock. What's up, Adam? Kim, there's your lovely wife. All right. Warm up is complete. Get ready to have some game action here. 15-minute periods with full 2 minute penalties here. Carolina plays by their own rules as we also do a pregame handshake here in the Carolinas. So interesting. At least we did a pregame handshake yesterday. We'll see how that goes today. I believe that's how they do it in Canada, is why Carolinas adopt that. We'll see if they do that today or if we're going to go to a more traditional post-game handshake. Phoenix break the huddle, ready to rock here on a Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday. We should be home, depending if you stop, we should be home there about the first quarter, maybe even pregame. All right, and they will come out for the pregame handshake here. I don't remember which goalie started for Raleigh yesterday. I should remember. I don't remember if it was white helmet or blue helmet, but they're a very similar size and build. So I don't know which goalie we played yesterday. But we'll see who's in the net for Raleigh today. Pre-game handshake done, and we're ready to rock here. Raleigh does have some very talented players on their team. 14 And I believe 11 really stood out yesterday when we played them. All right, let's see who Coach Shell sends out for your starters here on this Sunday morning. We're going to have Egan and Gong, your starting defensemen. Starting forwards are McAfee on the right, Midas in center, and Dean, your starting left winger. And we're ready to rock here. Goalies are good. Colin is getting the start today. Mulford in net for your Phoenix after a back. Tweaked his back yesterday. Happy to see Colin back between the pipes today for the Phoenix. Face-off underway, and we are set to rock. Raleigh dumps it in. Gong picks it up and will skate it out of the zone, clearing the zone there. Raleigh sends it back to D. D to D there. Oh, pulls it back. I need to move the camera. More coffee needed. All right, so 14 for Raleigh brings it up through the zone, now up to 88. Turnover there in the neutral zone. Midas couldn't quite get a handle on that puck, but Egan there to dump it in. McAfee, who was only playing his fourth game of the season now. One last weekend, two yesterday, and one today. So fourth game of the season here for McAfee after a preseason injury. Big hit there on Dean. Dean takes it off the chin there, and Dean will check himself out after a hit. Dean coming off the ice. Phoenix into the offensive zone there. Changes as well. Shell and Real out on the defense. Trujillo checks in for Egan. Midas in the far corner doing work there with two Raptors. Somebody get up there and help him. As McAfee checked out and Redburn in. So Midas, the lone starter, still left in the game as he was doing work down there in that corner. Now he will check out, and Simmons will replace him as Raleigh brings the puck up the ice, dumps it in. They're going to get a change, Will. All five changing here for Raleigh. And Redburn gets it. Midas with the charge. Good effort there by not Midas, but Simmons. Simmons there, who moved to, when we got McAfee back, Simmons moved to his more natural position of center with this new line. So, and they'll rip it around the wall behind the net. Nice stick there by Real. Puck is loose out front. Can't quite get a stick on it there. I need to turn the camera a little bit. So we are back here. Puck is loose out in front there. Redburn comes out with that. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Puck batted around. Molly knocks that to the right. We're going to have a stoppage here. Not sure. I think maybe the net is off. I think the referee thought the net was off, but it looks pretty secure to me. I don't know. Maybe call and pull it back. But regardless, we have a stoppage here and a change. Shaw and Sells will be your defensemen. Cunningham, Spade, and O'Shaughnessy your forward. Puck is loose. O'Shaughnessy on that far wall over there. Shaw goes behind the net, gets a stick on that. Back behind Shaw, between his feet there, kicks it over. Spade picks it up on the near corner, dumps it up in the air. Puck is loose. Spade comes out of there. Raleigh back with the puck now into the corner. RJ Sells will get it and dump it off the wall. Not quite out of the zone. Renzo able to clear it. And now DC Cunningham picks it up. DC on a 2-on-1 here. DC, he's got a great shot. He backhands. Goalie save. Goalie save as DC wanted that one. Great look there. Great effort there from DC and Spade leading the charge there. So 12:31 to play in the first period. 0-0 game. All right, no changes here for the Phoenix. O'Shaughnessy, Cunningham, Spade up front. Shaw and Sells back on the blue line. Puck is loose. O'Shaughnessy gives chase there behind the net. Raleigh wraps it around. Clears the puck. It is loose there. RJ Sells does work along the wall. He'll knock his guy off of the puck, and Spade will pick it up. Spade sends it over to RJ Sells. Sells sends it cross ice to O'Shaughnessy. A little hot on that pass there. And puck is up in the air, knocked down by O'Shaughnessy. Puck is now below the red line. O'Shaughnessy in that corner along with Spade. Raleigh clears it up the wall. Spade giving chase there, knocks the puck away. Shaw will get that puck and send it back the other way to Spade. Spade, Cunningham giving chase now. Cunningham's such a smooth skater. And puck dumped up in the air by Raleigh. Bounces away from RJ. RJ will get the puck and send it off the wall, get it out of the zone. Raleigh will get it. Good patience there by Raleigh not to get an offside. And they'll dump it in there. RJ Spade will give chase. RJ Self will give chase and pick that puck up. Spade now has it. And up to Cunningham. Shaw will pick it up there. Shaw will make a man miss and get it up to Cunningham. Cunningham looking, he'll enter the zone, take a shot, blocked there by Raleigh. Changes here. Shaw checking out. Egan checking in for your defense. Cunningham, O'Shaughnessy also working their way to the bench, getting changes here. Smoody on for the first time today, along with Wilcox in his first action of this game. Rolling four deep on the forwards now with McAfee back. And we'll have a tripping penalty coming up here as RJ leads the charge. RJ with a head of steam will get through the zone. RJ got a wicked shot. He centers it. Backhand, loose. Touched up by Raleigh, and we'll have a power play with 10:57 to go in the first period. Full 2-minute power plays here in the Carolinas, at least this weekend. So Coach Shell will see who he sends out for this power play unit. 0-0 game, 10:57 to play in the first period. Coach Shell debating who to send out. He is going to send out Midas, Cunningham, Wilcox, Real, and Smoody. That'll be your power play line here for the Phoenix. Coach Shell still trying to figure out the best power play unit. He's mixing them up, trying to find who works well together. We'll see how this line goes. Trying to mix results yesterday on the power play. Centering pass, loose out front. Back behind the net now. Midas has the puck behind the net. Midas trying to center. Nobody home. Wilcox will get it. Thought about it and pulled it down. Real there to keep it in the zone. Real sends it back up to Midas. Midas now behind the wall or behind the net. Wilcox gets it, sends it over to Cunningham. Cunningham sends it out to Real. Real looking, trying to find it. No lane to shoot. Cunningham looking, thinks about it, pulls it back. Cunningham sends it back to Wilcox. Wilcox trying to center it. Raleigh doing a great job not allowing anything in the middle of this power play. Cunningham sends it. Cunningham back to Midas. Midas thinking about it. He's trying to get something going here. We've wasted a minute of this power play and haven't got a shot off yet. Real cuts that off there, able to keep that puck in or take control of that puck over. And now Midas has it. That was Smoody to Midas. Raleigh doing a great job on this penalty kill. They will send it behind the net there. Big hit on Noxie. Cunningham, nice turn there. Cunningham, they cannot get a lane here. Wilcox is behind the net. He's looking. He pulls it back, trying to get Noxie out front. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham to Real. Real looking, sends it toward the net high, or block tie there. That was a good shot. First shot of this power play. We've got 36 seconds to go on the power play. 0-0 game here. So far, Phoenix only able to muster one shot on this power play. I believe that is Wilcox. He's looking. He'll pull it back there. Nice turn by Wilcox. He's got a nice shot. Angle shot. Take it. Go, Wilcox. Wilcox puts that in the back of the net. There you go, Layla. Goal from Wilcox. I believe that was fed from Real or Cunningham. But Phoenix will take the 1-0 lead here on Sunday morning. 9:17. That's a power play goal. Nice rip there from Wilcox. Changes for your Phoenix here. 9:17 to go in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. All right, so we got McAfee, Midas, Dean up front. Egan and Gong, your defenseman. There's the Phoenix bench trying to get them pumped up. Let's keep it going, boys. Get some momentum going into Detroit next weekend. McAfee giving chase there behind the net. Around the wall for Raleigh there. And Gong right here in front of us. Gong will clear the puck up, gets it to Midas. Midas now doing work along the wall. Midas will come out the puck off the wall, hit there on Midas. McAfee there in the corner. Midas chases him down in the corner. That'll go out to McAfee on the near corner. He'll send it out. Can't quite get a stick on that. McAfee takes a big hit. He looks to be all right, though. Now, Raleigh with the breakout, 1-on-2 breakout. A good stick there from Gong to knock it away. Egan accidentally makes contact with Molly. No harm, no foul there. And that puck, Raleigh can't handle that pass. And now they're looking. They'll get a nice move there. Molly with a great save. Nice sliding save. We're going to have a stoppage here. Looks like they're having some problems with that net. They may need to squirt a little water on there to keep that net in place. But net is second time in this first period that net has came off. All right, changes for the Phoenix. Shell and Real out for your defense. Wilcox, Hendricks, and who's your other forward? Smoody. Smoody is your other forward. Shot there wide of the net into this near corner. All right. Puck goes back below the red line. Sammy Real there to pick it up. He'll send it up there. I thought he was going to go behind the net, but he sends it up, and Wilcox will dump it forward there. Smart play from Wilcox. They got a breakout here, 2-on-2. Wilcox took it for a second of the game. Oh, tries to pull it back and loses the handle. And down in the corner goes Smoody to get this puck. He's wrapping around the net. Big hit on Smoody. Noxie takes a pounding. Noxie and Wilcox get blown up every game. But credit to them boys for fighting through it. Smoody gets the puck behind the net, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Nobody home. Back the other way. He's looking. He'll send it out to Wilcox. Wilcox takes a big hit there in the corner. Ooh, good double team there. Wilcox down. Looks like he's all right, just struggling there as they keep him down on the ice. Big hit there on Hendricks. And Raleigh able to clear this puck. They'll dump it in and get something set up here. And Shell will pick the puck up behind the net. Shell, a big hit there from Raleigh. Raleigh's starting to get a little physical. Phoenix is going to have to match that. It's one thing the Phoenix kind of struggle with is matching other teams' physicality. All right, Wilcox now. He's looking. He'll send it up off the wall. Smoody there. Raleigh missed the puck, and the goalie will cover it. We'll have a stoppage here. 6:45 to play in the first period. 6:44 to play in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. Changes here for the Atlanta Phoenix. Shaw and Sells on your defensive blue line. O'Shaughnessy, Cunningham, and Spade, your forwards. All right, face-off one there. Sent to the side. O'Shaughnessy dumps it down below. Centering pass. Spade look. Raleigh was able to knock it away. And Raleigh with the head of steam here. 14 is very fast for Raleigh. He's always keeping them pushing the pace. And shot there wider than that. Just a bit outside. Puck is loose. O'Shaughnessy and Cunningham doing work. Spade will pick it up. Go with them, boys. Nobody up there. Forwards trying to get back in the fight. Cunningham and Spade now up front. RJ Sells will take a run at this puck because it is going all the way down. Icing. Stoppage here. 6:11 to play in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. All right, so face-off one by Cunningham. Cunningham sends it back to Sells. RJ sends it up. Ooh, thought that was maybe drop in. Kind of had a weird float to it, but I think it got tipped up in the air, but Sales higher than that, and now they do work in that far corner. Spade dropping back there, knocked away by Shaw. Sells will pick it up, sends it up to O'Shaughnessy. Shaw there to pick it up. Ooh, can't quite get a stick on it. Raleigh comes out with there. 1-on-4, centering pass. A little hot there. Raleigh can't quite get it. Shaw down to that corner, knocks it away to Spade. Spade and Cunningham there. Cunningham sends it up the ice, looking there. Now Spade will come away with it. Nice move by Spade there. Knocked away by Raleigh. Cunningham picks it up. 1-on-4 here. Now two more Phoenix join the fight. Cunningham, nice hit there by Cunningham. Knocked his guy off the puck. All right, Raleigh's got numbers here. He'll dump it in. Sells. We got a lot of players with S last names. So Sells will join it. And down in this corner, Jackson Spade will pick it up. Spade will send it. RJ Sells going to tattoo that guy. Nice hit there. RJ, big hit. Shaw will pick it up. Shaw's going to send it up off the wall. Jackson Spade giving chase now. Puck is loose. Nothing. RJ Sells there to gather that puck. Into this corner, into the near corner. Simmons now on for the center. Redburn also on the ice. I'm sure Jackson is looking for a change here as soon as they can get it out there. Cody Redburn gives nice chase. And the Phoenix are on the march here. And Trujillo will now check in. Defense stays the same. I'm sure as soon as they get a chance, they will be looking for a change. Trujillo knocks his guy off the puck there. And now Simmons back the other way. All right, we will have a stoppage here. Offsides. 4:19 to play in the first period. Defensive changes. Egan and Gong on for your defense. Your forwards will be Simmons at center, Trujillo on the left, and Redburn on the right. Face-off right here in front of us. Simmons done a really good job winning some face-offs this weekend. I like to see that. Nice. Puck is loose. Can't quite get it there. Redburn comes out with it. Redburn shot wide of the net. Simmons at the center. Oh, Trujillo can't quite put a stick on that. Great opportunity there. Now Raleigh's back the other way. Chip getting low to block that pass. Out to the defenseman. Defenseman takes a shot wide of the net. That one sails wide. Riley looking. Centering pass. They get it out to the defense. Defense to the wing. Trying to set something up here. Shot from Raleigh. Saved there by Molly. Raleigh can't quite get a stick on that as it bounced up in the air. And Trujillo doing work there along with Simmons. Gong gets it. Gong will pull that puck out. And now Gong will clear the zone. And he'll chase it in, dump it in there, and give it over to his forwards and drop back with his defensive partner there. Trujillo into that corner, doing work there. Referee almost bit it, but able to keep on his skates there. Teo McAfee now checks in for your forwards. Trujillo checking out. Looks like Midas will replace him. And Colton Dean now on for your forwards as well. So currently we got Gong and Egan on for your defense. Midas, Dean, and McAfee, your defenseman. Midas will send it back there. Defense was changing. Midas didn't see their change coming, and puck, no harm, no fouls. Raleigh was changing too, but all right. So Dean over to McAfee. McAfee is going to enter the zone here. McAfee will take the shot. Club save, goalie. So we'll have a stoppage here. 2:34 to play in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. All right. So defenseman out currently for your Phoenix is Shell and Real. Your forwards will be Dean left wing, Midas center, and Teo McAfee your right wing. Puck is loose. Buzzed around there. Goalie was able to cover that, though, for the Phoenix to get a stick on that. We'll reset. We'll do it all again from the same face-off dot. Midas set to take this face-off. Raleigh wins that face-off. Push the puck forward, though. Phoenix come out. Dean's looking. Dean sends it over to Ray. Oh, bounces over his stick there. Passed it a little hot and bounced over Sammy's stick. Sammy will get it there. Raleigh comes out with the puck, and Molly there to stop it. Save Molly. Save Molly. 2:16 to play in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. Looks like no changes here for the Phoenix. So it'll be Shell and Ray, your defensemen, Midas, Dean, and McAfee your forwards. Referee drops the puck. Kind of batted around there. Shell will send it around the wall. Dean will clear the zone. And this will be an icing on the Phoenix. Not quite sure that was icing since the goalie played it, but we'll have a stoppage either way. Shaw and Sells checking in for your defense. Forwards are going to be Wilcox at center, Hendricks on the left, Smoody on the right. All right. Set up here. Face-off won by Wilcox. Smoody comes out with that. Smoody looking. Smoody trying to get something going here. Puck is loose. RJ gives chase here. Down. This will be an icing. Nope, they wave it off. They wave it off. Not really sure why they waved it off, but they did wave it off. Phoenix on the charge here. 3-on-2 breakout. Smoody leading the way here. Hendricks pulls up to avoid an offsides. Nice work by Hendricks there. Shot. Save made here. 1:37 to play in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. All right, Wilcox set to take this face-off on the goalie's left. Referee's not happy with the right wing alignment here. All right, puck is undropped, and we're back underway. Raleigh gains control of the puck, sends it out there, and Wilcox cuts that off. Nice effort there. Willie, shot from Willie. Ooh, wide. Hendricks sends it behind the net there. Smoody around. Wilcox will send it back the other way. Hendricks, puck is out. Smoody with a backhand opportunity there. Puck is loose. Goalie knocked it away. Now got a little wrestling action there as Noxie took a big hit and was on the ice. All right, so he never stays down long. Noxie looking good out there. And back behind the net, Hendricks gets it. And Hendricks looking. Tries to center it, bounces off the back of the net. Puck is loose there. Hendricks and Wilcox back there. RJ Sells charges toward the puck. Raleigh comes out with their Shaw skating, and he'll pick up the puck. Shaw will send it out of the zone. Nice work there to get that out. And Smoody will regain the fight here. Smoody looking. He'll enter the zone. Raleigh will cover this. 33.3 seconds to go in the first period. 1-0 Phoenix. Changes here for your Phoenix. Egan and Gong checking in for your defense. Your forwards will be Cunningham, Spade, and O'Shaughnessy. I believe this was your starting line here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. I think this it's definitely your starting defense, but I don't think it's your starting forward. So here we go. Puck is dropped, is loose. Egan fighting for that puck, and Raleigh back the other way. Raleigh will send it offside, the call there. Raleigh not happy with that call. Offsides, 25 seconds to go in the first period. We'll reset and we'll do a neutral zone faceoff here. Cunningham. Puck is loose. Raleigh wins that battle, pushes it up there. Nice pass. Raleigh trying to get something up. Puck batted up in the air. Spade tying his man up, sends it toward the net. Nice stick there by Oscar Gong. Puck is loose. Raleigh trying to find an equalizing goal. Puck is shot wide. And O'Shaughnessy will get it. O'Shaughnessy sends it up the wall. And that's the end of your first period. 1-0 Phoenix. Competitive first period there. One power play opportunity for the Phoenix that they did score on. Wilcox put it in the back of the net on that first penalty of the game. And we'll have a 1-minute intermission here. Make sure you refresh your beverage. There's a lovely Alex's mom. Uh, so make sure you refresh it. There's your wife, Timmy. Timmy, I got to start calling you that now. It's no longer Tim. I got to call you Timmy. All right. So we are in intermission here. Super Bowl tonight. Who y'all cheering for? Who y'all cheering for? It's weird that I no longer hate the Patriots simply because of their head coach. He's a Buckeye. So I guess I don't really care. But if I had to pick one, I would be cheering for the Patriots, which is super weird since I spent 20 years hating them. So competitive first period there. 1-0 Phoenix. At Seahawks says Lisa. Go Hawks. I don't mind either team. Both teams have Buckeyes, so I'm happy no matter who wins. A Buckeyes getting the Super Bowl ring tonight either way, so I'm happy. So for Detroit next weekend, I'm going to add some Ohio State Buckeye League helmets, stickers to Wyatt's helmet. Especially since we're playing in Michigan's hockey barn. I'm going to share some with Molly, who's also an Ohio State fan, and Cody Redburn if he wants some. We got to represent in that barn. So we are set to do battle here. Second period action is underway. Ray out and Shell, your defenseman. O'Shaughnessy, Cunningham, and Spade, your forwards here. All right, Spade comes out with that. He will skate it up. O'Shaughnessy looking around to figure out where Spade is going. Spade now will break into the zone, into the near corner. Spade circling around. He's looking. Puck is batted up in the air. Spade gloves it, sends it up to O'Shaughnessy, who scored yesterday. O'Shaughnessy with a nice look there. And puck is loose. Spade comes back out with it. That tip by Cunningham out to the defenseman Shell. Shell will send it toward the net. Glove save. Oh! Rebound opportunity there, knocked away by Raleigh. And into this near corner, they're doing work. Raleigh comes out with that puck, and they will get it out. Back the other way. Puck is behind the net. And we're going to have a penalty here. Maybe a roughing penalty. Maybe interference. I'm not sure what they're going to call. It looks like interference will be the call, I believe. And Phoenix will go on their second power play of the game. I believe that's the call. Either a hold or interference. I couldn't quite tell. I believe after second look there, that was a hold, which seems like it might be the right call. But either way, Phoenix on the power play. Shell is not going to send out any changes here. We're going to roll the same line for this power play, 2-minute power play. So we're going to just keep the same line out there. Sammy will send it over to Shell. Shell will look and the whip. All right, so Cunningham and Sammy Rayo. 14 for Raleigh gets that shot off, blocked by Sammy. Puck is loose there. O'Shaughnessy cuts it off there. Jackson Spade rocking it into that far corner. Goes Shell to get that puck. Shell will gather it, and he's looking, sends it up to Spade. Spade will clear the zone. 1:31 to go on the power play for the Phoenix. Back the other way. Raleigh will dump it in, stick off of Real, stick there now. It is up behind the net there. Sammy will get it. Sammy will bring it out of the zone. He's skating up to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy with a nice stick there on a hot pass. O'Shaughnessy drives wide. He'll send it toward the net. Puck is loose and covered by the goalie. So changes here for the Phoenix. RJ Sells, Wyatt Shaw checking in along for your defense. Cody Redburn, Thomas, and Trujillo. So Thomas Simmons and Johan Trujillo will be your forwards, along with Cody Redburn, Shaw, and Sells, your defenseman. All right. Puck is sent to the side out to Shaw. Shaw sends it back up there to Redburn. Gets into that corner there. Puck is loose. Sent over there. RJ will pick up that puck. RJ looking. He sends it out to Shaw. Shaw, skate it. Had plenty of room. He'll send it up to Redburn. Redburn will enter the zone. Big hit there on Redburn. Simmons looking. He'll send it out to RJ Sells. RJ's got a blast and a glove save for Raleigh there. 12:36 to play in the second period rather. 1-0 Phoenix. Phoenix currently on the power play. 40 seconds to go in this power play. Simmons has done a really great job on these faceoffs this weekend. Puck sent forward there. Now out. Simmons will gather the puck along that far wall. Redburn and Trujillo. Trujillo comes out of there as well with it. Trujillo going back behind the net. He's looking. He will send it. Oh, thought he was going to pull the trigger and send it out to Shaw, but back behind the net. Simmons now. Raleigh doing a great job on these power plays, controlling them. And Simmons back the other way. Simmons is looking. Simmons will send it out to Ryder or RJ Shells. RJ at the blast. Puck is loose. 9 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Shaw will get it and send it off the wall up to Redburn. All right, so turnover there. Trujillo coming. Power play is even or over. Even strength for both teams here. All right, into that far corner. Redburn gets it. Out to Sells. Sells will send it toward the net. Or a save there from the goalie. 11:40 to play in the second period. 1-0 Phoenix. Changes here. Egan and Gong, your defenseman. McAfee, Midas, and Dean, your forwards. McAfee on the right. Dean on the left. Midas, your center. Chip Egan, your right defenseman. Gong, your left defenseman. And they'll send it back to Gong. Gong will send it back forward there. Midas has got the puck down low. Out front, puck is loose. Knocked away by the goalie there. Dean will get it. Dean looking cross ice to Egan. Egan bounces off the stick there, and that'll be out of the zone for Raleigh. Raleigh's got a 3-on-3 breakout here. Back the other way, and Gong knocks that away. Puck is loose, bouncing around. Dean gets it. Dean and McAfee on the breakout here. Dean's got a great opportunity. Dean will backhand, stop there by the goalie. Puck was sitting there, nobody home to help the Phoenix out. And back down the other way, Egan giving chase. Back behind the net there. Egan will send it up off the wall. Puck sitting at center ice here. Raleigh dumps it in. Egan gets it, and he'll bat it back around. And nice stick there by Midas. Knock that puck away from Raleigh. Raleigh with a drive here. Puck is loose. He's got it. Puck batted up in the air over the net. And puck sent across ice. Raleigh will get there. Midas there. Midas cuts it off. Midas trying to get that puck out. He'll clear the zone here. 10:19 to play in the second period, and that'll be an icing. Changes for your Phoenix. Real and Shell. Real and Shell will be your defensemen. Moody, Wilcox, and Hendricks your forwards. All right, puck is loose. Hendricks comes out with that puck. Hendricks will send it up off the wall. Hendricks giving chase there. Nice effort by Hendricks. Back behind the net here. Smoody in that near corner. Moody's looking. He'll backhand there. Puck is sitting loose in front of the net. Still loose. Puck just hanging out. Waiting for somebody to put it in the home. And Hendricks backs it into that far corner. Smoody there. We'll get it. Nice hit there by Smoody. Puck is loose again. Pick that up by Hendricks. Hendricks can't quite handle that puck. And it's into the near corner. Back behind the net. Smoody's got it. Smoody. Oh, Wilcox almost put that in there. Quick shot by Wilcox. And Raleigh's back up the ice. Phoenix kind of controlling the pace of the game here in the last couple minutes. Nice hit there by Sammy Rayau. Now, Sammy, no call there. Thought he might get a call there. And Samuel gained that puck. Sammy up off the wall. And feet tangled up there. And there goes Raleigh. Raleigh wrapping it around there. Big hit there from Wilcox. Raleigh's got the puck in that far corner. Loose, and Samuel gather it. Sammy wraps it around. Back behind the net. Shell will get it. Shell's looking up. Shell with the head of steam. Shell sends it up. Sammy Rail cuts his guy off there from entering the zone. Now Sammy doing work in that near corner. Puck is loose. Molly blocks that. No goal. Great stop, Molly. Puck was loose. Molly did a great job of getting that thing covered. And we'll have changes here for the Phoenix. Sells and Shaw checking in for the Phoenix. And Spade, O'Shaughnessy, and Cunningham will be the forwards. All right, here. So face-off set to take place. All right, so Jackson Spade will come out of there. Sells on the charge. Jackson looking. He'll take the shot. Save. Puck was loose. Nice save there by the Raleigh goalie. Puck was loose there for a few seconds, but he covered it up. 8:23 to play in the second period. 1-0 Phoenix. Phoenix trying to add another goal here. Cunningham set to take this face-off. Spade to his left. O'Shaughnessy to his right. Shaw and Sells, your defenseman. Back out to Sells. Sells will rip it. Sells did not, in fact, rip it. Now, puck is loose. Cunningham sends it back around to Spade. Spade looking. He'll put the brakes on and turn back into the corner. Sends it out to Cunningham. Cunningham unable to get it. Stick on that. Shaw will get it. Shaw trying to find a lane. Shaw sends it to the net. Puck is loose. Shaw sent it to the net. Nice work there, trying to get a puck on there, get those dirty goals. Those are what this thing winning and losing. Those pucks battles in front of the net. No changes here for the Phoenix. We'll reset and we'll have another face-off here. This will be on the near face-off dot. So Shaw and Sells will remain your defenseman. O'Shaughnessy, Cunningham, and Spade your forward. Raleigh's got the puck in that near corner. Shaw put on the brakes along with Spade there to keep that puck in the zone. Spade's got it deep. He'll center it. Puck is loose. Nothing going there. Covered by Raleigh goalie. Stoppage here. 7:46 to play in the second period. 1-0 Phoenix. All right, reset. We'll do it all again from the same face-off dot. All right, puck is sent out. Raleigh comes out with that puck. Nice stick there. Shaw and Sells all over him. And puck is loose right here in front of us. Raleigh gets it. All right, Shaw will chase this puck down to the corner here. Along this near corner. Shaw will get the puck there. He'll wrap it around to RJ, or Jackson Spade rather. Now Jackson Spade will send it up to RJ. Shaw will get it out and clear the puck. Shaw will pick it up here. He's got a head of steam entering the offensive zone. He'll center it. Knocked away by Raleigh. Pass. Oh, tipped up in the air. Shaw will get back on defense. Back the other way. Jackson Spade will pick it up, waiting for the zone to clear. And not sure what the penalty is. We're going to have a tripping penalty here on Cunningham. So Cunningham is going to get a 2-minute vacation. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, Cunningham. So enjoy your 2-minute vacation. And the Phoenix will go on the penalty kill for the first time today. See how the Phoenix penalty kill does here. All right, so Redburn, Simmons, Egan, and Gong your defenseman. Puck is loose. Simmons gives chase. Shot from Raleigh, their goal. Power play goal for Raleigh. Power play goal for Raleigh. Just 14 seconds into that power play, and this is a tie ball game, folks. Phoenix better wake up, start putting the puck in the net. We will have a tie game here, and Johan will check in for the forwards. Goal 14 seconds into that penalty kill. Phoenix need to wake up and start putting the puck in the back of the net. Tie game, 1-1. 6:40 to play in the second period. Raleigh's got all the momentum currently as they tie this game up. They're wanting to win after a bad loss yesterday to the Phoenix. So they're not going to go away, folks. All right, so Gong into that corner. Puck batted up and off of a player. Stoppage here, 6:20 to play in the second period, 1-1 game. All right, Simmons takes his face off, sends it back to Egan. Egan, puck in front of the net. Ooh, that got scary for a second there. This will be an icing if it gets there. Raleigh will gather it before it gets there, so no icing. Now, Raleigh with the head of steam. They got a 2-on-2, now a 3-on-3 breakout here. Raleigh puts on the brakes. Nice stick there by Egan. Doing work here in that near wall, on the near wall. Gong will cut him off. Gong back the other way. Gong will skate it out of the zone. Now send it forward to Trujillo. We'll have an icing here unless they wave it off. Ooh, thought that could have got waved off. Gong was right there. Nice hustle by Oscar. Thought they were going to wave that off, but they go ahead and call the icing. 5:46 to play in the second period. 1-1 game. Changes here for your Phoenix. Shell and Real will be your defensemen. Midas, Dean, and McAfee, your forwards. Midas set to take this face off. Midas sends it through. Raleigh's got it. Midas now out with it. Midas sends it up to McAfee. McAfee with the head of steam. He'll enter the offensive zone. He's looking. Nobody there. He'll send it back to Dean. Nice pass by Teo. Now Raleigh turns the puck over. Real gather. Right. Real waiting for the zone to clear. Sends it back to Shell. I got to turn the camera. Dean now will get the puck. Dean's looking. He'll send it cross ice to Midas. Midas has got it there, trying to split the D. Midas sends it back to McAfee. McAfee loses an edge and goes down. Now Colton Dean will gather that puck. McAfee doing work in front of the net, trying to get something set up there. Dean shot. Puck batted away by the goalie. McAfee will get it. McAfee looking. He'll send it cross ice to Rayo. Rayo blast it from the point. Glove save, Raleigh. Nice save, goalie. 1-1 game, 4:58 to play in the second period. All right, so same lines here. Dean, Midas, and McAfee, Real, and Shell. Puck sent forward, out to Real. McAfee into that near corner, takes a hit. McAfee battling for that puck. Sammy wanted to go get it, but couldn't leave his position. Now Rayo got his shot. Blocker save there from the goalie, batted up in the air. Dean gets it, sends it out to Shell. Shell keep battling for that puck there. I got to turn the camera. Now Raleigh back the other way. A 1-on-2 break or 2-on-1 breakout for Raleigh. Great work, Sammy, to keep that puck from getting the shot off. And now getting control over to Dean. Dean up to Shell. Shell gets the puck out of the zone. McAfee chasing him down. Good forecheck here from McAfee. And Midas back will cut that puck off. Back out to Sammy Real. Sammy will look. Sammy sends it up to Teo. Teo tries to push that puck forward past Raleigh, and he'll get it below the red line there. Raleigh comes out with that fight with the puck, and they'll send it out. Now, Dean dumps it back in below the red line. McAfee giving chase behind the net there. Nice work, Teo. Now back into the corner. All right, Dean giving chase. Dean stops. Nice turn there. Piling his guy up off the wall. McAfee, ooh, just past Shell. This will be a tip. No icing. Referee says it was tipped. Rail gathers this puck. Rail sends it around the wall here to Taylor McAfee. And McAfee and Dean, or excuse me, Midas up to Dean. Dean misses. And that'll be a stoppage here. Goalie stop. Shaw and Sales checking in for your defensive forwards will be Wilcox, Hendricks, and Smoody. So 3:30 to play in the second period. 1-1 game. Phoenix trying to get another goal here to take the lead. Raleigh playing really good hockey today. Both teams playing competitive. Obviously, it's a 1-1 game. So face off one. Shaw gets it. Shaw will send it toward the net. Puck bouncing around there. Can't quite put it home. Nobody there to get the rebound. Smoody behind the net. We'll gather in the near corner. Smoody will look. Sends it back behind the red line, below the red line. Now Raleigh will gain it. Raleigh looking. Moody giving chase. Nice cut off there by Hendricks to break up that offensive pressure there from Raleigh. Now Raleigh will regain the puck. Raleigh sends it up. And nobody home there. Ding dong. Now Raleigh will regain the puck. Send it across ice. Wilcox doing work there. Puck will get out of the zone there. Shaw and Sells backing up to not let this get out of hand here. Shaw doing work in this near corner. Big hit there from Wyatt Shaw doing work on his man. Now, puck is loose. I can't see the puck. Now, Shaw again in this corner. Shaw goes down, fighting for that puck there. Wilcox comes out with it. Now, Smoody has it. 3-on-2 breakout here. Big hit on Smoody there, but Smoody stays on his skates. Oh, we're going to have a penalty here. And was that on Knox? Yeah, I couldn't see the post was right in my two. All right, so Phoenix will go back on the penalty kill here. Hopefully this is a more successful penalty kill than our first one, as the first one lasted all of 14 seconds before Raleigh put the puck in the back of the net. So Knox Smoody gets a 2-minute trip to penalty box town. Hopefully he gets the full 2-minute rest here and Raleigh doesn't put the puck in the net. And 2:10 to play in the second period. Gong and Egan, your defenseman on this penalty kill, along with Spade and Cunningham to forward. Spade with a shot. It sends it in there. Let's see if we can't get a shorthanded goal here, boys. Let's see if we can't get a shorthanded goal. And shot. Save there, as we're gonna skate 4-on-4 here for about 1:38, and then the Phoenix will have a 22-second power play as Raleigh is going to the penalty box vacation home. So Raleigh will go to the penalty box. We'll skate 4-on-4 for 1:38, and then the Phoenix will get a 22-second power play. All right, so no changes here. Cunningham and Jackson Spade up front. Egan and Gong on the blue line. 4-on-4 hockey, a little wide open. Let's see what's going on here. A little speed here. Got to cut that guy off, and Molly with a big-time save. You can't let that guy get behind you. He is fast and big. Hit there. Jackson Spade will come out with it. Jackson Spade sends it up to Cunningham. Cunningham looking. Jackson Spade also there. Cunningham dumps it in. Cunningham will look and sends it out to Gong. Gong looking, sends it back up to Cunningham. Jackson Spade in front of the net waiting for a pass. Jackson now. Cunningham looking, trying to find somebody to pass it to. Cunningham setting it up. Shot high and wide. Jackson Spade now on that far wall along with Gong. Spade will come out with it. Spade looking out to Egan. Egan will get it and blast it from that corner power or rebound there. Nobody home, and Spade comes back out with it. Spade will shot. Puck is loose. Can't quite put that in. Raleigh goalie playing really well here. Phoenix are trolling this 4-on-4. Spade now looking to backhand one. Puck is loose. Skated right in front, or slid right in front of the goalie. Phoenix can't get a stick on it. Now Raleigh will look to get something going on their end of the ice. Gong with a nice stick there. Puck is sent out to the defenseman just a bit outside. And puck is back out the other way. Gong tries to get it to Spade, and Spade lets it go. And now we'll have a stoppage here. 20.4 seconds to go in the second period. About 11 seconds on the 4-on-4. And then the Phoenix will have a 22-second power play. So we're going to have Shell and Real, your defensemen. Your forwards will be Redburn and O'Shaughnessy. All right, face-off set to take place here. Sent over out front there. Sammy Rayo gets it. Rayo with the charge here. He will drive it in deep. Rayo is going to take the shot here. Nope, he will pull it back. Shot is on a goal. Goal here. And that'll end the power play. So 2-second power play for the Phoenix. Sammy Rayo takes a shot. It bounces over the goalie's shoulder. And the Phoenix will take the 2-1 lead here and clear that power play. 7.2 seconds left in the period. And we will be back to 5-on-5 action. Nice work there, Sammy. Nice effort, drove that in. Got the shot off, take the 2-1 lead. Redburn, O'Shaughnessy, and Simmons. So Redburn taking this face off here. I could be wrong, but I do believe this is the first time I've seen Cody at center all year. But I could be wrong. All right, so puck is won here. Over to Shell. Shell will send it up, and that'll be into period number 2. So Phoenix get a late goal there to make it 2-1. We'll have the traditional changing of the ends of ice here for your parents that go from end to end. 2-1 Phoenix here. Brief intermission. Hey, Timmy. That's what I'm going to call him from now on is Timmy. I'm going to change my name, my contact, and my phone for Tim to Timmy. All right, so third period action underway. More Phoenix parents making a change here. There's Mr. Simmons. All right, Simmons gives no F's about the camera being there. All right, so we are skating here. 5-on-5 action, 15 minutes to go in the game. Redburn, Trujillo, and Simmons, along with Shell and Real, your defenseman. All right. So puck is down deep into the near corner. Sammy Rayo puts his dude into the wall. Not going to let him punk anybody. The puck is now, I believe that was Redburn that got it and sent it around the wall there. Simmons pushed the pace here. Simmons giving chase here. Simmons' puck is between his feet. He doesn't know it. He's playing a little soccer action there. And now Sammy steps up to keep it in, sends it towards the net. Goalie pushes it wide. Redburn sends it below the red line. Redburn and Simmons there. Trujillo also there. Shell and Rayo back on the blue line. 2-1 Phoenix here. 14-11 to go in the game. Shot there. Puck is loose in front of the net. Cleared out. Shell able to get a paw on it, and he'll send it over to Sammy. Sammy sends over back to Shell. Now we're fighting for the puck here right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Simmons will go down into the near corner, charging hard after this puck. He's looking, trying to find somebody home. He'll send it out to the defense. Sammy picks up that puck. Sammy sends it back to Simmons. And around the net here, Cody Redburn facing that puck down. He'll send it back to Simmons. Simmons looking. He'll send it back to Cody Redburn out front. Trujillo gets a stick on it. Now they're controlling the puck here below the red line. Sammy's got that puck in that far wall. Now he'll drive deep into the corner there. Redburn drops back to help out the dude. Changing it back up. Shot from Shell there just wide. Sammy cuts that puck off. Sammy will dump it back in. Phoenix controlling the puck here the last minute or so. And changes here. Simmons checking out. McAfee checking in. Shell will send it up to Trujillo. Trujillo's got it wide open. Ice can't handle that pass. Down into the near corner there. Trujillo wraps it around. He's looking. Shaw checking in for the defense as Rayo checked out. Puck is loose there. McAfee picks it up. Take the shot, Teo. Shot high. Nice stick there. Shaw got that puck. Shaw will take the puck shot there wide of the net. I'm not sure if it got tipped or if his accuracy's just not on point this morning. But Shell doing battle there along with Redburn. Shaw will chase this puck down. He's got a Raleigh defender right on Shaw. Smartly dumps it off the wall. And now RJ Sells will check in for Ryder Shell on your defense. McAfee, Midas, and now Trujillo checking out. And Dean checking in. Dean will gather this puck, sends it over to Sells. Sells will send it across the ice to Diener. Dean now picks up that puck. He's looking to drive to the net. He'll center it. Puck is loose, kicked out by Raleigh. Shaw with a shot. Puck is loose. Nice shot there by Shaw. Rebound was sitting there. Nobody could get a stick on it. Now Sells will dump it back in. Big hit there from Raleigh on Midas. Puck is loose. Midas doing work along that far wall to get that puck. Puck is up in the air. And Sells will pick it up. Sells cross ice, bats it off the wall, not quite out of the zone. Wide open shot. Molly with a big time save as puck kind of bounced around and it wound up wide open opportunity there for Raleigh. Great save, Molly, to keep this a 2-1 game. And Midas there, and I'm not sure what happened in the middle of the ice. I was not watching. The big hit there, I believe that was on McAfee. Sells now, big hit from RJ. No penalty, big hit from RJ. Now Shaw, turn around. Puck was right behind Shaw. I think he was too busy worried about John with 14. All right, so changes here. Gong and Egan, your defenseman. Hendricks, Wilcox, and Smoody, your forwards. Egan sends it up over to Gong. Gong sends it to Hendricks, who puck bounced off the stick and through the offense zone. Now we have an icing. 10:55 to play in the third period. 2-1 Phoenix. We'll reset and we'll do it here from the near face-off dot in our defensive zone. All right. In that near corner, Egan doing work along the wall there. Hendricks there. Oh, Hendricks just takes a big hit. Looks like he's okay with a big hit there on Hendricks. Now, Willie will bring it out. Wilcox goes down. We're going to have a penalty upcoming here for the Phoenix. So Phoenix will go on the power play with a slashing penalty on Wilcox or against Wilcox. So Raleigh will go to the box. They will get a Jet 2 vacation for the next 2 minutes. So 10:32 to play in the game. Phoenix getting ready to go on the power play. See who Coach Shell sends out for this. He is going to send out normal lines. No changes here. Hendricks, Wilcox, and Smoody, your forwards. Gong and Egan, your defensemen for this Phoenix power play here. Face off one, sends it out to Smoody. Smoody will send it out to Egan. Egan sends it back to Smoody. Smoody's looking, trying to set something up there. Smoody will take the shot. Goalie save. Nice save, goalie. 10:23 to go in the game. 2-1 Phoenix here. 1:51 to go on the power play. Wilcox, see if he can't win this face-off. Puck is bad around. Wilcox or Hendricks comes out with the pucks now. Gong sets it up. Gong sends it toward the net. Pad save there from the Raleigh goalie. Down to this corner. Raleigh gets it, and they will try to clear it out unsuccessfully. Oh, now they are successful as a Raleigh player tied up Wilcox. Raleigh now got it. They'll dump it in here, trying to kill off this penalty. Into the near corner. Gong. Now Wilcox comes out with it. Wilcox is looking. Wilcox, send that cross ice, buddy. Hendricks has some open ice in front of him. Now, it's a turnover there. Nice hit there, Smoody. Smoody tying his guy up, controlling that, and now Egan will get the puck out. Raleigh sends it toward the net, tipped away by Willie. Puck forward through Hendricks, and we'll have an icing. Icing here. 9:36 to play in the third period. 105 to go on the power play for the Phoenix. And we'll have changes here. 2-1 Phoenix here. Looks like Coach Shell is just sending out normal lines for this power play. We'll have Shell and Real, along with Cunningham, Spade, and O'Shaughnessy. The Ryder sends that puck over to Sammy. Sammy now behind the net looking. Sammy's going to skate the puck out. The head of team, Sammy sends it up to Cunningham. Cunningham looks. Ryder has to pull up not to get an offsides, and Sammy or Cunningham dumps it in. Jackson Spade behind the net. Cunningham gets the puck. He's looking. He'll send it out to Ryder. Ryder will take a shot blocked there by the Raleigh defenseman, or the forward rather. Jackson Spade trying to set something up. Jackson will send it up. O'Shaughnessy behind the net to Cunningham. Cunningham will send it out to Sammy Real. Real's looking. Hey, we'll send it over to Ryder. Shell Ryder will put the puck on net. Ooh, deflection shot. No goal. No goal. Not really sure. I thought the puck went in. But green armband referee there waves that go off. No goal. And we'll still have a power play here for 19 seconds. Skating 2-1 here. 8:50 to go in the game. Face-off will be to the goalie's left. Cunningham set to take this face-off. Cunningham pushes that puck forward into the corner. 14 there. Sends it back below the red line. 12 seconds on the power play around the wall there. Raleigh trying to kill this thing off. Jackson Spade forechecking there. Raleigh will send it out. Shell unable to keep that puck in. Now it is loose there. Nice work there by Sammy coming cross ice to cut off the Raleigh forward. Now Shell will get it. Shell will dump it out of the zone. And the power play is over. 8:26 to go in the game. Even strength here. Spade takes a shot. Goalie save. 8:19 to go in the game. Defensive changes here for the Phoenix. RJ Sells, Wyatt Shaw checking in. And forwards are going to be Simmons, Redburn, and Trujillo. All right, face-off will take place. This thing goes better. I don't know. I think this thing goes better. Face-off takes place. And Trujillo unable to get anything going there. We're back this way. RJ Sells ties his guy up. RJ with a nice stick there to break up that momentum. Big hit. We're back. RJ gathers that puck. He'll send it around the wall to Trujillo, and Redburn there. Redburn sends it off the wall, and we're back this way. Back into the offensive zone. Trujillo dumps that in, pushes that puck forward. Trujillo sends it around the net. Thomas Simmons sends it back behind the net, and Trujillo there cuts his guy off. Raleigh comes out with that puck. They got ahead of steam here. 14. Oh, kind of loses his balance there. And he's all over the ice. Shaw will get it down in that corner. Shaw knocks it away. Now 14 sends it out to 12. 12 takes the shot. Puck is loose. Shaw goes and gets this puck. Shaw will put his guy on the wall there. Shaw, and I believe that was Redburn fighting for that puck there. Comes out with it. Trujillo comes out with it. He'll bring the puck out of the zone. Johan with the drive. He'll go wide. Simmons picks it up. Simmons will send it to the front. Nobody there. RJ Sells will pick up this puck. RJ will take the shot. Save there from the goalie. Puck is loose into that near corner. Still loose. Simmons cuts it off there. Raleigh now with the head of steam. We got a 2-on-2 breakout. Simmons getting back in there. Simmons looking for a change here. Shot. Blocker save there from Molly. Great shot from Raleigh. Molly able to block that away. Nice save, Molly. All right. So we've got 6:46 to play in the game. Phoenix would love an insurance goal here. They're up 2-1. Feels like they should have more, but here we are. 2-1. 6:46 to play in the game. All right. Tipped away by Dean McAfee and Midas for forwards. Dean will take the shot. Go! Colton Dean with a shot. Nice save, nice goal, Colton. There's that insurance goal. we were looking for. And Colton Dean will put us up 3-1. Nice shot, Colton. Colton Dean. I believe maybe Egan had that assist. I'm not quite sure. But 3-1 Phoenix, 6:36 to play in the game. No changes here for the Phoenix. Gong and Egan back on the blue line. Dean, Midas, and McAfee are forwards. All right, so we're back underway here with 6:23 to play. 3-1 Phoenix. Puck is behind the net. Midas will go get that. Midas looking for somebody to pass to. Midas sends it out to the D with a Chip Egan. All right, Chip Egan able to keep that puck in. Back in the other corner. Woo, puck was loose. Nobody home there for Raleigh. Sends it up to Teo McAfee. McAfee now, he's got three guys on. Teo smartly dumps it in. And, below the red line there. Keep that puck deep in our own zone. Or deep in Riley's zone, rather. Here on this near wall. I'm not sure which angle is better, but I don't know. All right, so Midas gets the puck there. Stick is loose. I'm not sure whose stick that was. That is Midas' stick, so he is now stickless. Puck is sent across the ice there. Gong able to knock that away now into that far corner. McAfee loses an edge and goes down. Midas now has got a backup stick. And Molly pushes that puck to the side. 5:11 to play in the game. Egan pushed it up. Midas sends it over to Dean. McAfee will get a change here. Wilcox in the game as well. So currently we got Sammy Ray out, Oscar Gong, Colton Dean, Knox Smoot, and Caleb Wilcox on. Wilcox, who can't quite push that forward there. Great defense by Raleigh. We'll have a turnover, or an offside rather. Offsides on Raleigh. 3-1. Phoenix here, 4:48 to play in the third period. Ryder Shell joins his defensive mate, Samuel Real, on the blue line. The forwards are going to be Wilcox, Moody, and Hendricks. All right, puck is pushed forward. Noxie sends it up. Knox drives wide. Knox looking, he'll send it around the wall. Hendricks looking behind the net. Hendricks centers it. Nothing going there. All right, shot sent wide. Ryder Shell there on the defense. All right, 4:09 to play in the game here. 3-1 Phoenix. Hendricks there along with Caleb Wilcox. Sammy Rail with the drive. Sammy sends it up to Smooty, and Rail. And turnover there on the blue line. Tried to hold off, but unfortunately that puck carry went into the zone. And we'll have 3:55 stoppage here. Stoppage with 3:55 to play. No changes here for the Phoenix. Face-off will take place right here in front of us on this face-off dot. And we're back underway. Knox Smoody gets it. Hendricks also with the puck. Puck is loose. Wilcox sends a blast toward the net. Nice quick shot there from Wilcox. Ryder Shell will pick it up and he'll send it back below the red line. Smoody gets it. He's looking. Smoody trying to find something in front of the net. Smoody sends it toward the net. Blocked there by Raleigh. Big hit there from Wilcox, and I believe he got tripped up, but no call. But nice hit there, Willie. All right, sent back below the red line. Hendricks now. All right, Knox, Smoody, he's looking. Sent it toward the net. 3:09 to play in the third period. 3-1 Phoenix. Phoenix looking to get some changes here, I'm sure. Cross-ice pass there. Nice stick there, knocked that away. And Wilcox can't quite get out of the zone with the puck. RJ, or Ryder, why do I keep wanting to say RJ? Ryder Shell now. All right, Hendricks on the charge now. Smoody getting a change as Raleigh will gather that. Circle them there. Lorenzo O'Shaughnessy and DC Cunningham checking into the game. for the Phoenix. 2:36 to play in the game. 3-1 Phoenix. Raleigh sends it toward the net. Puck is loose, batted up in the air. Nothing going there, though. Opportunity for Raleigh. First one in a window. All right, so 2:23 to play. Raleigh's got the puck. They'll go D to D here. And Jackson Spade joining the fight here, along with O'Shaughnessy and Cunningham to forwards. Shell and Rail, still your defenseman. Down deep in the corner, Sammy Rail and Ryder Shell collapse on that puck. Puck is sent there. Lorenzo O'Shaughnessy sends it up to Jackson Spade. Jackson Spade will dump it in. Changes here. Shaw and Sell checking in for your defense with 1:54 to go in the game. Shaw and Sell checking in. Cunningham looking. Cunningham trying to send something up there. Senders didn't, can't quite put anything on that. And Raleigh will get it out here. Raleigh's got both defensemen and pushes it forward there. Shaw will go deep into this corner and come battle for this puck there. Shaw battling his guy and sends it back the other way. Shaw will gather it and sends it up. Shaw will skate it out, actually. Shaw now with a nice move sends it up to Jackson Spade. All right, so Raleigh back. They're going to take the shot. Oh, what a goal. What a goal there. So Raleigh will make this a one-goal game with 1:12 to play. I'm sure they'll pull the goalie at some point now. There's a shot there and a goal. So 3-2 now. Phoenix skates with the lead for 1:12. Raleigh trying to tie this game up. Sure, if they can get some offensive pressure, they will pull the goalie. Or are they doing it now? I'm not sure if they're doing it now or if they're just calling a timeout. Looks like they have called a timeout as they get a goal there on a shot pretty far out, but they put on that top corner. I think Mully got screened on that. So 3-2 Raleigh here, or 3-2 Phoenix rather. 1:12 to go. All right, so Raleigh timeout here. See what they do. As soon as they can get some offensive pressure, they will pull the goalie to try to get the extra defender to to tie this game up. 1:12 to go. Hopefully the Phoenix can protect this lead, but we'll see what happens here in the last 1:12 of the game. Coach Shell drawing the play up on the whiteboard. I believe the play is called "Don't F This Up." I believe that's the name of this play Coach Shell just drew up. Molly back between the pipes. All right, so out for your Phoenix is going to be Gong and Egan. Your forwards are going to be Simmons, Redburn, and Wilcox. All right, face off right here at center ice. 1:12 to play in the game, 3-2 Phoenix. For now, the Raleigh goalie is in. They're holding them in for now. Phoenix can control the puck. They won't have a problem as they won't be able to get the goalie out. Phoenix is battling there. 1:03 to go in the game. Oscar Gong gets it there, not pulling the goalie over that. Coach is definitely going to if he gets an opportunity. You see him holding the stop play, and here he goes. Here he goes. Extra defender or extra attacker on for Raleigh. Wide open net here. If the Phoenix can get a shot off. Raleigh's got the puck. Shot. Sent wide there. Phoenix need to clear this puck up. Raleigh able to keep it in. Wide open there. Willie will dump it in. This will be an icing. 33.9 seconds to play in the game. Empty net. Raleigh will send the goalie. They are not sending the goalie back out. So Raleigh going to keep the extra attacker on as a face-off will be in their offensive zone, our defensive zone. Set to take place here. Wilcox set to take this face-off. Wilcox, puck is bat around. Phoenix comes out with it. Wilcox sends it up. They'll chip it out. And this will be an icing. So we'll reset. We'll do it all again here. 26.5 seconds ago, 3-2 Phoenix. Phoenix trying to hold on and get the second win of the weekend. 3-2 Phoenix, 26.5 seconds left. Raleigh's got the extra attacker on. No goalie. If we can get a shot off, get the empty netter here. Puck is loose. Raleigh drives to the center. Shot. Puck is in the middle of the ice there. Raleigh sends it out. 18 seconds to go in the game. Redburn giving chase there. Redburn bats it away. Redburn will get it. Put it in the net, Cody. Go! Cody gets the empty netter, and that'll do it here. Cody with the empty net goal. His second goal of the weekend for Redburn. Cody will put this game away for us here. Great game, boys. 4-2 Phoenix, 8.9 seconds to go. On the empty net goal there. Redburn with a great forecheck that led to a goal. Good things happen when you forecheck, boys. All right. And 3 seconds left. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that'll do it. So Phoenix end the weekend 2-1. Good weekend as we head into a tournament next weekend in the Motor City. So again, I will have the call for all the games next weekend. So make sure you tune in there. Here comes Ryder Shell. I'm not sure what Ryder's doing. Trying to say hello to somebody, maybe. I don't know. Oh, he's opening the door. But appreciate y'all tuning in. If you have any feedback, keep it to yourself. But we will be back next weekend from the Motor City. We'll see y'all then. Thank you. Go Phoenix.